Former NFL offensive lineman Tom Ottaiano's NFL dreams ended 10 years ago when he was released by the New York Jets, and then his focus quickly pivoted to entrepreneurship. Ottaiano became part of the 23% of former retired NFL players, according to LinkedIn, who now own a small business. He's the CEO of Today's Business, a digital marketing agency that he co-founded in 2011, which utilizes strategic campaigns to drive profitable business growth. Through their industry-leading performance-based marketing, Ottaiano took some time out to talk about his brief NFL career, his pivot towards business, and his view on how the NFL has changed since he hung up his cleats. I'm Kevin McShane. Let's have this conversation. We began our conversation by Ottaiano summarizing his brief NFL career and the impact it had on his decision to pivot into business.
Actually, my NFL career was like about 10 minutes, not like 10 years. It wasn't very long at all. So I went right into the business space, like right from getting cut in training camp right into the entrepreneurial, I would say battle.
How did your time in the NFL help you transition to business, if at all?
I would say that the consistent approach and keeping on a schedule was really a big component of things that I could translate directly to like being, in business, having a schedule of things really helps, make a clearer path to success.
And now you're the CEO of your company, Today's Business, which is a digital marketing agency, which you co-founded in 2011. So I'm wondering if you can tell me all about the mission of the business. I know it has a lot to do with strategic campaigns. I'm wondering if you can tell me about that.
Yeah, no, I found Today's Business 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years in October, which will be pretty crazy. And it's been a hell of a ride. It's been, we are a full service digital marketing agency that we truly feel as if we become a partner to whatever section of digital marketing that we feel that we could partner the best with. Areas of focus for us that I would say it's big in what we do. We work very heavily in the e-commerce space. We work with a lot of awesome brands that sell great products across the world. We are very fortunate to work in healthcare, that we work with some awesome, amazing healthcare systems and done all like unbelievable campaigns with them over the years. And it's been really exciting.
And tell me, what do you think is the key to a successful business sustainability in today's business world?
Consistency in all approaches. I mean, and showing up every day. Whether you're on the, like for us, we're on the consumer side, so we're on the service end of things. So we service our clientele through various, whether it might be from a relationship to technical to design. I mean, we service them in all different areas. But I think delivering a consistent product and being there on a daily basis is a very, I would say, clear path to success.
And Tom, tell me, I know that we've all been sort of in a lockdown because of the pandemic, but tell me, What's the one thing that you're looking forward to doing the most now that we're emerging from COVID there, Bonnie?
I would say getting back to traveling a little bit more often, but with my family. Now that I have the opportunity, I mean, we are fully remote. All 30 employees are fully remote right now. Still continue to make, at least for the next 24 months, that's our game plan. But I would say get back to a normalcy of traveling and be able to visit places and go back to my favorite places with my family this time. Whether it might be when my favorite place on a business trip or my favorite place on when my wife and I had a vacation, and now enjoy them with my children maybe for a little bit extended period of time because we don't have to come back.
Absolutely. And when we talk about building sustainable marketing plans for your clients, Tom, I'm wondering your thoughts on where you start to look when you want to establish sustainable business excellence for your clients.
Um, One, it all depends on how the relationship is built and how that just the communication between the client and the team. It's extremely important that that's top notch, because if that's if we're not there on a daily basis, communication and transparent communication is the number one thing for the secret sauce, shall I say. And then from there, it's just managing expectations and delivering on and great results.
And I'm also wondering, Tom, I know that you spent some time in the NFL, and tell me about how you believe your relationship building skills you've sort of picked up in the NFL has helped you in business.
I mean, it's the number one thing that I have. I mean, I'm, my your network is your net worth, and you have, it's all about who you meet and how you can, how you bring value to that relationship, no matter what it is, whether it's through communication or delivering on a certain avenue. But for me, my relationships with my clients and the people I interact with, that's all that matters to me. Like, it's I heavily rely on that source of survival. That's what makes me I guess the person that I am, is that I've created a network of, if there's something we want to do or we want to get to, we have the network to be able to get to it. And that's only been we've been able to do that because we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And tell me, Tom, I'm also wondering about the evolution of the NFL and how you view it since you retired and moved on to business. I know the league is adding a 17th game, so talk to me about what you think about the evolution of the NFL.
um They're a long way to go. I mean, there's a long way to. I mean, the game has evolved at, like, from the speed of the athletes are ridiculous. I mean, the type of athlete and player. I mean, it's not even the same from when you know from what the kids are doing now in seventh grade to what we were doing in seventh grade. It's so different, and you're seeing that now come to fruition with some of these athletes. So that has evolved tremendously. The move to the 17 game season is a business move. It's understandable. I mean, it's needed in this pandemic. I mean, the a lot of the companies lost a lot of revenue, but at the same time, they also have a lot of money, so they can't really complain in certain capacities. But certain organizations are run differently. So some organizations survive on the NFL money, and some organizations don't really. That's just cherry on the top. So it definitely seen that. So the 17 game season wasn't for the players; it was a strictly business move. But hopefully, this gives the opportunity for opportunities. As you can see, some of these players keep on getting the contracts that they deserve for what they do for the league. So I'm happy to see that happen.
And Tom, tell me, for you, what's the best part about living life in general, Bunny?
Um, Building it with other people and enjoying it with other people. Um, that's my biggest thing. I want to, be able to. I'm a family guy, so I want to take my whole family on vacations. I want to do all these things. I mean, that's what I live for. I want that's I want my legacy to be that.
Absolutely. And tell me, Tom, what's the best way people can get in contact with you if they're so inclined to do
Um,
that?
Follow me on Instagram at Tom Ottaiano, and also follow our business account at today's_business.
Fantastic, Tom. I really want to thank you for spending some time with me this morning to talk about your NFL career and your life in business as well. Well, your time, expertise, and knowledge are most appreciated. Thanks so much for joining me, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.